Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm sharing a Masculine Valentine's Day card with you, and it is this one right here. And I'm going to show you like kind of two versions where you could go with this. I actually added at the last minute this heart because I have a ton of them that I used when I created another project. I cut out these hearts right here, and I didn't use the little ruffled edge, so I have like 10 of them laying around, and I just at the last minute added it to this card because I thought it really added to it. But you can do it two ways. You can leave it off or on. These are the Be Mine stitched dies, and it's really a fun one, and it's still masculine looking to me. It's not, you know, very girly. So this is what we're creating today, so let's get started with it. All right, so you are going to need the Music from My Heart stamp set. I did do another one, I'll link it in the video here, that is also a Valentine card that could be used also as a masculine card, and it turned out really cute. It has a little piano keys on it, and like I said, I'll link it here in the video. So this is the stamp set you're going to use. This is going to go pretty quick because I'm using these rectangle stitch dies, and we are using some real red, and we're using this larger one here, and then we're using a regular 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base, which is basic black. And then we're using this one out of the rectangle shapes, and this one is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to use that. And then we're using our stitched squares, which are out of the stitch shapes, and this is going to go in the center here, and we're going to cut those out together. So that is pretty much everything you need, except for I did also cut a bunch of these hearts out. They come out individually, so I have a bunch of those, and that's what I added for this little part right here. You can leave it off if you don't have it. And then this little, of course, ruffle that I showed you earlier. All right, let's get this all out of the way. Let's get the big shot up here and get our pieces cut, and I will show you how quick it goes. You're also going to need a piece of 1-inch basic black, and I'm using that for our little ribbon that we're putting on it. All right, let's get the big shot. This makes it, these rectangle shapes, stitched ones, you are going to love those because they're good for so much. I've made boxes out of them. They're really great ones to have. So we're going to run this one through first because it's a pretty large one. And I do bring it back because this edge sometimes you need to run through a couple times so it comes out nice and clean. So there's our piece that's going to be behind it. And then we'll go ahead and run these both up at the same time on our Whisper White. And you want to center this. You want to leave a larger area at the bottom here so you can stamp your sentiment. So just put it in the middle, and then we're going to run this one through. I got my plates off there, that's why it's giving me a little bit of a hard time. So we're using both of these pieces right here. All right, so that is it that we're going to need for the big shot. Let's get back organized here. So we are going to take our card base. I'm going to add the real red piece. We're centering that on here. Did I cut this 5.5? I cut this a little bit. I thought it was a little bit too big, so let me pull that off real quick and shorten that. I thought this was 5.5. And let me do it this way. So it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. I had it at 5 3/4 because this fit on there. This real red piece fit on there really good last time I did it. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, and then we're going to stamp our piece here, and we're stamping that with the little piano. You can use anything you want out of here. There's like a little guitar thing right here. You can use these little piano keys. You can use just the treble clef. I believe that someone told me that was called. And so you can make it your own. This is really, really a cute stamp set. I really love this one, and it's perfect for this Valentine card. So we're doing Memento black ink here, and we're going to do the piano right in the center. And then I'm also, and I didn't get my mat, and I have it right here, so we're going to use it for our sentiment. And we're going to stamp our sentiment on this part. I knew it felt kind of strange. There we go. All right, and then we're going to color, and I'll speed through the coloring because you've seen me color a lot of times. I'm going to do the piano, and I'm using light and dark smoky slate and light and dark real red for the heart. Okay, so our image is colored right there. Now we are going to add this to the front of our card. And I'm going to show you the banner, the little banner that I used in a minute. So what I'm going to do here is I'm lining this up where I want it in the center. You can actually use a little bit of this removable tape here and just place it there so it doesn't move on you. And then we're going to glue this one down in the center. And it's going to fit perfectly in there. But we are going to then remove this, and we are going to pop this up with dimensionals. And you want to put a lot on here so it's pretty firm, because if you send it in the mail, you want it to survive the mail, because sometimes going through the mail it'll flatten these dimensionals out. So I usually try to put a bunch on there, and then we're going to remove all these backings. Alright, so we have all the dimensionals on there. Now you're going to set this right back over there so this is popped up. And it looks really cute. It's three-dimensional. Alright, so now for the banner, what I did here was I just used my little scissors and I cut a little bannered end. And this is kind of a faux banner, and it doesn't waste as much of your paper. And then just cut it across. And we're going to lay this under here. And I always just check to see if it's short enough. And then we're going to glue that on there. And I just center it in the middle there. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for this piece. And then we're going to glue that piece on. Oops, and that one moved. I'm going to have to glue that back on there because it moved on me and then it started to dry. But we'll be okay. right, so there's our little banner. Now you can leave it just like this if you want, or you can add the heart like I did. So I just put a few areas of glue on it because I don't want it to be stuck everywhere. And then I just laid it here. And I just laid it so that you don't cover up the words. And then I'm going to add my little heart here. I'm just going to add it to the bottom here. And that's it. So that's it. If you want to add the heart, you can do it. If you don't, you can just leave it plain. So here's the other one. And I thought they turned out really cute. I hope you enjoy it. It's really hard to come up with masculine cards, and especially for like Valentine's Day or anniversaries. So I thought this one would be a really nice one for you to try. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, this is my January hostess code, and I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. I will see you later, everyone. Bye.